right, today I'm going to answer some questions for beginners. I have a lot of new followers this month that are asking about if they were starting a side hustle from scratch, a lot of kind of beginner questions. And so I'm going to answer those today. Hi, I'm Emily. I own a handful of side hustles, and the one I focus on TikTok is showing people how you can make an extra $300 to $1,000 a week working from home, renting out stuff you own to other people having parties and events. So follow along for those details. Okay. So one of the main questions I've been getting asked a bunch the last month is, do people need an LLC and do they need insurance? Because I'm showing you how you can rent out things that you just own in your house to other people that are having parties and events, people have been asking, like, do I have to have a business designation for that? Can't I just rent stuff out of my garage without doing all of like the business paperwork and setup? Everyone's state is different, so let me start by saying this is not legal advice. I am not an attorney. You need to do your own due diligence for your area and what is best for you and your family. But my suggestion is that everybody always starts with an LLC, and I'll tell you why, or some sort of business designation. We usually do LLCs because it's the easiest to start with. But what that does is it shows that it sets up a designation that everything that you're doing business-wise is part of the business, and it is separate from your personal property, personal finances, those sort of things. The reason you want to do this is because we live in a litigious society, and if somebody sues you, they cannot go after your personal assets that you own because those have been designated as separate from the business. This is not an end-all be-all. I'm sure there are some loopholes. There are things that you can do along the way that can kind of void that a little bit. So there's more to learn. But from the beginning, you want to start your business and file a designation. Again, we do an LLC because it's easy. Also, another tip. Do not pay one of those companies that's going to charge you $200, $300, $400 to set up your LLC for you. That is just crazy. You can get on Google, you can get on ChatGPT, and it will walk you through it, and it is extremely simple. Every state, you're going to file with your state, so you have to figure out exactly what they require. But most of the states' websites will have like file an LLC form. It's extremely simple. You do not need to pay someone else to do it. You can usually do it in like 10 to 15 minutes, and it's a fee of like $50. In Arizona, you can do an expedited LLC for like $80, I believe, but it's very simple and straightforward, and you do not need to pay someone else to do it for you. Again, that's what I always recommend because it's starting that protection from the beginning of your business. Second thing is people are asking, do I have to have insurance? I am going to always say yes, that you need insurance. Again, states are different, business requirements are different, but having that business insurance, again, is just another added layer of protection to protect you personally. So that if somebody rents some of your equipment and they're idiots and they hurt themselves using it, use it incorrectly or whatever, and they decide they want to sue you for it, that insurance is just another layer of protection so that people aren't coming after you personally. So from the beginning, I always suggest get your LLC, get your insurance. Those are some of the two first things that you want before you start doing business with customers. Okay, ask me any questions you've got.